Is it just a matter, Brenda, of learning the universal laws? And once you learn the universal laws, you begin to operate in them, or do you need to know or do more?
Well, the thing is that I find is, you know how they say when you're getting married from this day forward?
Yeah.
And I've studied all my life. I never stopped studying. And I would usually take a course and, study it and then move on, study one course, move on, study one course and move on. And that's how I had operated. But when I started studying Bob Proctor, after the 3 months, I understood that actually, you know what? This is not that. This is not that. Because I was spending more and more and more and more hours because I was like, okay, I got to get this. I got to get this. I got to get this. When I realized that it was from this day forward that I had to practice, understand and study, I had to practice these laws. What happened was I then just put it into my day or my week, put the study in continually, put the practices in continually, and put them in with ease and grace. And I just used repetition to instill those beliefs. So for example, like I was cooking or cleaning or walking, etc. And I'd listen to a video or I'd listen to a podcast or something, and I'd study that way. So, I'd sit down and study too, but I also incorporated study into other areas where I didn't have it. So for example, I would, clean with studying and cook with studying, or also did my life script and just listened to that. And so I just incorporated it into my day. And when I did that, and I didn't have the expectation that I just need to learn this and then move on, I just need to incorporate this into my life, like brushing my teeth or whatever like that. When I did that, and I just started thinking about how can I put this into my day, then because I knew it was a committed decision that this was from this day forward. And when it was from this day forward, I knew I couldn't keep up with the same steady schedule that I'd did before. So this changed everything for me. So it's continual.
It is continual. That's one of the things I loved about when I met you, because for me, I don't know if anyone out there is like me, but I didn't have a good experience in school. I do have a bachelor's degree, but didn't like school. And when I heard the word study, I was freaking out. I'm like, study? What? I don't even want to hear it. But then I realized after speaking with Brenda that I was actually doing what was considered studying. I didn't get an awareness of it. And I was always listening to things while I cooked, right? I was listening to things while I drove. I didn't listen to the radio, so I was, in essence, studying, but I didn't realize, let's just say a different word. Sometimes a word can make a difference or two. And I remember too, when I got into the Bob Proctor information, because I had anxiety when I started, and I was told that after a while you would change. And the best analogy I can give to that, Brenda, if you'll allow me, please, is one of my guides told me about water. Let's say this is a glass of dirty water. I don't know if you can see the glass right here. And as you keep reading the material over and over, you get new awareness. And suddenly the water that was dirty, or let's say Pepsi Cola, I've seen it done at Pepsi, and you pour water in that cup continuously. After a while, the cup is going to turn to crystal clear water. And that's what doing these practices will do. Eventually, your consciousness will start to clean out and you'll become a different person. And the people around you will notice it. Some will be drawn to you, like they want to know more. How did you change? Why did you change? And there are others, they might not be as accepting. So that's why a community is good, like JNL, because then these people will be like, okay, let's see if we can go higher with this. Let's see what's the next level we can reach.